In a world as vast and mysterious as ours, there once was a fox. Not just any fox, mind you, but a fox that was feeling the pangs of hunger gnawing at his belly. His orange coat was a vivid splash of color against the grays and greens of his surroundings, and his sharp eyes were ever watchful, ever hopeful for a tasty morsel to satiate his hunger. Now, as fate would have it, this famished fox found himself before a vineyard. A vineyard, you ask? Yes, indeed, a vineyard bursting with round, juicy grapes hanging in welcoming bunches. The sight was enough to make the fox's mouth water, and he could almost taste the sweet, tangy flavor. With a certain determination in his eyes, the fox leapt high into the air, aiming for the succulent grapes. But alas, the grapes were just out of reach. He tried again and again, his desire for the grapes growing with each unsuccessful attempt. Yet, no matter how high he jumped, the grapes remained elusive. Frustrated and still very hungry, the fox finally decided to console himself. He convinced himself that the grapes were probably sour anyway. With a sigh, he left the vineyard, his belly still rumbling with hunger. The tantalizing grapes remained untouched, hanging high above the ground, swaying gently in the evening breeze. As the sun set and the night fell, the fox curled up, sleeping on an empty stomach. His dreams were filled with the grapes he couldn't reach, their imagined sourness a small comfort in his hunger-filled slumber. What can we learn from our fox friend's experience? Well, isn't it true that we all sometimes act like the fox? When we encounter something we desire but find it difficult to attain, we often find ourselves making excuses. We convince ourselves that what we want isn't really that great or that it's not worth the effort. But remember, it isn't the grapes that are sour, it's our attitude towards the challenges that stand between us and our desires. When the going gets tough, we shouldn't give up or make excuses. Instead, we should double our efforts, think creatively, and strive for what we want. So, the next time you find yourself facing a challenge, remember the fox and the grapes. Don't be quick to dismiss your desires as sour grapes. Instead, keep trying, keep reaching, and who knows, you might just end up with a feast fit for a fox.